is the mm, a super class like for under which a lot of tools and technology comes. Firstly, we have to learn these tools and technology if we want to grow, in automation sector, like automation testing sector. So first thing is that Selenium. We have to learn Selenium. Here we are going to discuss, Selenium with Java because we need one technology, like one programming language, or we can say. So we, Selenium support different type of programming language. So, but here we are going to, check, or we are going to see the things in terms of Java. So we need Selenium, we need Java. Then another things come in the picture, test engine. It is also very important thing like test engine. It's a framework that will provide a features, or annotations, we can say. By using that, we can run our code in a hierarchical way. We can discuss later on in depth. So we need Selenium, we need Java, and we need TestNG. Then it's very popular tool right in the market, Cucumber. It's also provide a feature, like feature is the keyword here. You will get like in simplest way we can say it support plain English language where you can write your own step to execute the test cases. Simply, if I will talk example, if you have to log in Facebook, then what you will do generally is step. Open the browser, navigate the URL facebook.com, enter username ABC, enter password XYZ, then click on login button. Welcome page should be displayed. So that the step which I'm talking here, we can write it in Cucumber plain English language, on for which we can write the code to execute our test cases. So just a high level description here we are discussing. So and after that, a very important topic is Maven. What is the Maven? Maven is the architecture of which ready-made architecture, you can say, that will provide a ready-made architecture where you can write your code, you can customize the way you can write your code. So Maven provide other more important things like here you can put the dependency, like for dependency if I will talk, you are going to use Selenium tool, you are going to use Java, TestNG, Cucumber. So for all the classes you need dependency. What is the dependency, you will see later on. But yeah, by Maven we can use the dependency to, if you have to use these things like TestNG, Cucumber, or Selenium. So a point is here, these are very important, things, or you can say technology which are required if you want to grow in automation testing. And these are the core things like which are required: Selenium, Java, HTML, Cucumber, Math. Now comes again, database part. We have, at least we need to learn one database, SQL, Oracle SQL, MySQL, any kind of a program, database you have to learn, so that you can get the idea how we can perform database testing, because it's also very important. Sometimes if you can see, there are a lot of data in the UI. So sometimes we need to perform database testing to UI testing. We have to compare the data. So like we need that kind of a knowledge where we can establish the connection, we can fetch the data from the database. So for that kind of things we need one database that is Now, very important thing is that two very important tool more. Like one is the Git. What is the Git exactly? If you have created all the stuff, all the things, all the code, then essentially you need to store it somewhere so that if suppose that you are working in a company, you have a 5 team member, you have a team in which team you have a 5 colleagues, right? 5 members are working, and everybody are working different models. But project is one project but different model. So everybody are doing own job, like they have to some code, they have some different code. So if all are wants to store our code in a central place like one place, so Git is the way so that you can store all the data in one place so that everybody will get the code. Or you can say, like, suppose that I am here, I have written some code and my colleague also written some different code. So if we want to extend the code, then firstly we will push the code, or we can store our code in somewhere centralized location so that everybody can fetch it and use it. So for that sake, we need Git. Comes in the Jenkins. This is also very uh, you know uh, good tool, we can say, because you know if you have a written some code in different or you can say all different member have written some code and you have stored in a Git. But there are different way to run our project. Either we can run locally, but Jenkins provide an architecture from where anybody can use it and run that process. So globally, like, we don't need any local system for running the code. Like, there is no kind of a dependency. There is a some specific step which you need to follow, and you can basically run our test case, and you will get notification by email once your test case execution is finished. So this is overall about to Gen, right? And once you will done these things, then very important, like interview preparation. So for interview preparation, point is here, we have to follow you know some way, or we can say we have to go with a structured way so that we can prepare ourselves, so that once we will go in the market easily, we will get the job. Very important. So guys, what are the plans here? The plans is that firstly we will learn Java, TestNG, Cucumber, Maven, SQL, Git. Once we will start following courses, like start learning following technology, then in between we will follow some some tests, and on the basis of test we can judge ourselves, like where I can. So what are the key points here? Like, suppose that we have learned something in Java, like variable. Suppose that in Java we have learned something like variable. Means there is one topic in Java is variable. So what is the variable? What is the variable in Java? Firstly, we need to understand what is the variable. So basically, variable is a container which is used to hold or store a value. Like, everybody have a container in our kitchen, like where we will we can store some snacks, some biscuits, some namkeen. So we will do in separate boxes to store separate entity. Right. So here same thing in terms of variable, and we have a different type of variable, like local variable. We have an instance variable. We have a static. So what are these variables? What are the scopes? Suppose that we once we will learn these things, like, and then we will perform some tests, we will perform some programming, and all the things whatever we will learn should be real time. Like what we will see the real time examples, real time programming, so that we can relate, right? Whatever we are going to do, we can relate it, we can use it. Okay. So right now we are going to learn important thing. You have to see this picture is very important. We are going to learn Java with Selenium. But point is here, Selenium have a different component, right? One is ID, another is RC, another is WebDriver, fourth one is. But if I will talk, ID and RC are out of the market. These are not important because they are not supporting all the features which are required here. For example, just I'm giving you a heads up because this is not important. So just I'm giving little bit heads up. Like suppose that if you see in a website, you have some some things required, like all the features, like you have a new window feature, you have frame feature, a lot of features which is not supported by ID or RC. That's why it's out of date in the market. But right now, who are in the market Selenium WebDriver, but again, WebDriver have all the features including grid. If you want to use grid as well, you can by using WebDriver. So we are going to learn it here again, Java plus Selenium with WebDriver component. Now your Selenium is about to start. You have to keep your eyes on every point, whatever we are going to discuss. And trust me, within a 10-15 minutes, we will see how we can run a simple test case or login form test case or sign up page test case. Because what I feel, rather than going to theoretical knowledge, I believe theoretical knowledge is required. It's important, but you have to learn the things in more practical way. If you will see everything in more practical way, trust me, within 2 or 3 months or 4 months, I can say max, you can compare yourself with 3 to 4 year of experience person. Because automation is like no need to worry like what, how you will start, how we will do. No, just you have to start with a note, like what are the things you have to learn and how we will follow the thing. Very important. Make a notes, write a note, make date-wise notes, write the thing, appear in the test. Write the code, write the programs. Then easily you can do anything in automation. Nothing is impossible. Now, here, guys, we are going to see Java with Selenium WebDriver. Now, very important thing. First thing is that now I'm feeling like you are the beginner, you are fresher. You are not aware with the Java word. You are not aware with the Selenium WebDriver word. Both words you have never seen your life, never heard. And I'm going to fresh start with you guys. Java with Selenium. Now, if we have to do, any kind of a programming with Java, we have to firstly what we need to do. We need to start with installation. Installation. What are required in our computer first? Java and Eclipse ID. First thing is that you need to install these two things in our computer. If you are not aware about anything, you have to install Java and Eclipse ID in your computer. So what you need to do, go here on Google, open the google.com, write it Java, download, open the official website oracle.com. You can see here, yes, Java development kit is here, like, so you can see depend on your, operating system, you can, download it from here, like, if you have a Linux or Mac operating system or Windows. So for Windows we have a and this is simple installer. Just you need to click it, download it, and run it. It's very simple. It's already installed in my computer. So just what I'm suggesting you, if you will click here, let's see JDK. This is Windows installer. Just save it. It's automatically downloaded. And once it's downloaded, what you need to do, you have to click and open it. Once you will click open, it will give the option next. You will do it, and it's simply installed. It's a very simple, nothing to worry about. And next thing is that very important. Eclipse ID. Eclipse ID package. You need to download package. Google it. Eclipse ID package. Click on that. And here you can say Eclipse ID installer we have. You don't need to go it. You have to go it here. Eclipse ID for Java developer. And here on basis of operating system, Windows, Mac, or Linux, whatever you have operating system, on basis of that, click it here. My is Windows, so I'm clicking it here. And after that, click on download. It will take 20-30 seconds and it will start it downloading. Save it simply, and you can see it's 300 MB software. It will simply download it. So it's a zip file, and what you need to do, it's zip file. Once it's downloaded, you have to unzip it and you have to run it. I will show you simply like how it looks like. Once it's download, you can oops, we have okay, if we have downloaded it now, yeah, here you can see already downloaded here. If I will unzip it, extracting, yeah, it's already, we will copy it here, extract this. Just one. It's a second eye. Once it's that, so meanwhile it's distracting. So basic thing is that you need to install the Java and you have to download Eclipse IDE and you have to this is the zip file, you have to just unzip it simply and nothing you have to do it. I will show you next step. So guys, once we have downloaded the Eclipse here from the website, after that we will right click and here extract. Once we will extract, here we will get such type of folder. Open it. Simply here you can see the Eclipse icon. This is the main things. Right click and send to, here there is the option desktop, create shortcut. Click on that and go over the desktop. Here already we have a icon, right? So what we will do already, if Eclipse is open, I want to close it. So what we will do, we will click on Eclipse. Okay. Okay. So it's already taking here see user this location. Just we have to launch it. Like the path where you can store your project. It's showing we have to launch the Eclipse. It's launching. Yeah. All right. So here you can say this is the first Eclipse. What you need to do, click on file, because here I am going to basically create a new Maven project so that we can see basically a sign up page, uh, how we can execute sign up page in Selenium, how we can open Selenium using Selenium, open Chrome browser or Firefox browser. So we will see open the browser and write some code and execute it. So I want to show you something that. So how? Firstly, click on file, click on new. Here, you have to click on project. Here you can see a lot of options: Journal, Gradle, Maven, Java, etc. So you have to go on. Again, we have a different option here. Check out Maven project from SCM, Maven module. So we have to click on Maven project. Next, and click on next. Here, basically, you will get the archetype. Sometime it will come automatically. If it will not come, then here you have to write org dot apache dot maven dot archetype. Otherwise, you can go over here. You can select it from here. I will show you. Yeah, this is org apache maven dot archetype quick start. You have to click on this. And next, group ID and artifact ID. These are two important keywords: group ID and artifact. So group ID is like the name which is used while creating the package. We will discuss everything on detail, but for time being, you have to understand. So I am giving you the name test. You can put it anything, and this is the project name. Artifact ID is basically the project name. So I'm giving the name automation testing dim here, and after that finish. Just finish. You can see here your project is started display. You can see here in bottom creating Maven archetype something is displaying, so that means it's creating architecture. Once we will expand it, you can see SRC main Java, SRC test Java, a JRE system library, which is exactly which Java we have installed. It's automatically picked that. Maven dependencies, SRC target, and this form.xml, which is very important. We will see one by one. If I will open it as SRC main Java, you can see test.automation. Test is the name which I was given while creating framework. You can open this one. Here it also you can say test dot. So test is the name of group. So we have here while creating project, uh, uh, I was given two things like group ID and artifact ID. So artifact ID like this project name, and group ID dot artifact ID is the package. So this is created, but if you want to create your own package, you can. If you want to create your own classes, you can. Here you can see a lot of things are automatically come. So no need to worry. Suppose that if I want to delete it, click on delete and delete it simply. But if you want to create yourself, right click on package, click on new, click on the class. So what is this is the Java exactly, which is right now I'm discussing. This is Java. So what is the class? You can see here it's written Java class, create a new class. So I'm going to create a new class for Java because we are here learning Java with Selenium. So guys, we have to create one class. So here I'm keeping demo. Class first letter must be capital. It's like a convention. So here I'm going to demo, and here this is the name. You can see it public static void main. We will later on learn it depth, like what is the public static void and everything. Right now you will select the checkbox and finish. Once you will create it, you can see here this is appeared. Just I will little bit increase the size so that you can see now. This is to do generated. Remove this. Guys, you can see here package, and this is the name. So it's indicating, you can say, in which folder you have created this class. So this is the structure like package and the name of package. After that, public class demo. Demo is the name of class which I have created here. Now very important thing is, what is this? What is this? Like public static void, you can say this is the main method. This is central method. This is the key. If this is present in your class, then you can run your code. If you have to run your Java, exactly. Right. So how is the structure like VA right? Uh, Main method. So basically, what exactly main method does? In Java, main method plays very important role. Like whatever the code you will write under the main method, uh, it will basically execute. Like suppose that if I will write it here, a program to print simply hello. I want to print hello. So the code for printing system dot out dot println. This statement basically used to print any message. So if I will write it hello and I will save it, Control S, you can save it. Right click on this file, and here there is option of run. If you want to run this code, run, as a Java application. Click on this. Uh, little bit expand it. You can see it's hello is displaying. Whatever I have written in my main method, I can see the output it here. Yes. So basically, public static void man. This is the by default. This is provided by Java. It's not written by me. This is the main method provided by Java, and it's written like in Java. If whatever the code we will write under main method, it will execute automatically once we will run our program as a Java application, run as Java application. These are big topics in Java, like what are the string. This symbol is the symbol of array, so it's like a string as a array argument I have passed in main method. Args is the name, you can put it any name here. It's nothing, it's just a variable name, you can say. It's nothing. Public is the meaning, like it's visible to everyone. Public, like you can say, this is a public property, means everybody can use it. Static, we will see later on in depth. It's a big topic. Void is the return type. Void means null, means it's not going to return anything. Just it will execute. And main is the name of method. And this is the block of main method. Curly braces open and close. So under this block, you can say, guys, under this block, whatever the code you will write, you can see the output for this. Okay. So we are going to here, if I will write it, demo space start. Save it, Control S, and run. Right click on project here in middle, right click on project here, or right click on demo.java, right click here. Just you have to follow run as a Java application. Yes, you can see demo space start. You can see. So what is this? This is a console where we will see our output, our result. That is one thing. But important thing is that we are going to check it out. What? Maven driven project using Selenium, WebDriver, and Java. Important thing is that. So if you want to use Selenium with Java, very important thing that you have to put some dependency here. This is very important, form.xml. You have to click on this. I will scroll down a little bit so that you can see. Okay. Firstly, I will maximize it. Okay, guys. Now you can see this is the some static code automatically comes where you can see artifact ID, your project name, group ID, your package name. This is version name. This is name of your project again, and this is URL. If you want later on, you can change this URL. You can put your website URL. Nothing is worry about that. And this is some dependency. Important things is here. This is our very important property. So under this dependency, one dependency is automatically comes here, JUnit. JUnit is quite similar to test engine, but here we are going to check it out. What is this? Here we will put enough number of, we can put enough number of dependency. Why this dependency comes in the picture, guys? If I have to use Selenium, we have to use this engine. So basically what we need to import the library. What are the library exactly? Library is that where it's designed. I have to firstly use that library. We have to store that library so that we can use the classes of Selenium, classes of testing. So from where we can do this? Over here and type it here, Maven ref, Maven ref. This is the only one place, like centralized repository from where you can download. So Maven repository.com, guys, you can see it here. Maven repository, just click it here. This is the search page. Here you can search it Selenium dash Java, because we are going to use this Selenium dash Java. Search it. This is the first SE. You can see the symbol. This is the exactly symbol of Selenium and Java. This is exactly. So just you have to click on Selenium Java link, and after that you can see here different versions. You can see here different versions. You have third version, fourth version, and this is the stable version 4.3. This is the top most. So I'm going to pick it. Click on this link. Here you can see here this is the dependency. This dependency I'm talking about, that this is you have to copy it here, copy, and come over it to it. And here you need to put under dependency, you need to put your dependency. Put it here, here the save all your project, just save it. Right. I have just entered, you can see here building 75%, building means it's building your workspace, means because in Eclipse have an inbuilt feature of Maven. So basically it's downloading the library so that you can use the Selenium classes, right? So I have added this dependency so that you can use the dependency of Selenium. Meanwhile, it's building. Let's little bit talk about theoretical. What is the wave driver? So wave driver, first thing is that it's interface. It is a interface. Interface, and it's provide architecture to communicate with the browser. WebDriver provide the architecture to communicate with the browser, like if you have to communicate Chrome, if you have to communicate with Firefox or Edge, any browser, if you want to run your code, your test cases, you want to communicate. So WebDriver support all type of browser. So we can directly use it and we can communicate with the victim. Okay. So for that, one prerequisite we have done here in form.xml, like I have added the dependency of this. It's very important dependency, guys. Like Selenium org.selenium.hp.selenium, that is the artifact ID Selenium dash Java, and version is 4.3.4. So this version basically I'm going to use. After that, I'm going to show you basically first test case, which is very exciting. Everybody wants, like, how we can open any browser in Selenium. It's very interesting. And guys, trust me, it's like the hardly 3 to 4 lines of code. You will learn it easily. You can do it. And it's very important if you go in any interview, people are asked, can you tell me, hey man, how can I write the code for multi-browser? How I can write the code for cross-browser testing? How we can do parallel testing? These are the keywords people ask in interview. No worry, I am here. I will tell you exactly how we can prepare for interview ourselves, how we can learn the things, how we can, because guys, here we will see the things in practical way, practical real time. So let's go and jump on real time, so you can see the things are done. So let's start it here. Little bit increase. So guys, let's start the coding. Soon is little bit troubling. I want to little bit high. Okay. All right. So very important thing in Java, very important word you can say, object and class. Two things are very important in the Java. What is the object? Guys, object is the real world entity. Like laptop. Laptop is object. Why I will say the object? Object have a two feature. One, characteristic. Second is the identity. Sorry. Like uh, you can say you are using fridge. Is the name of Samsung have different company. You are using phone, Apple, iPhone, like different Samsung company. And what is the feature? You can call someone. You can use the website. You can use the apps. So every feature, things are whatever you are using in mobile features. So two things. One is the characteristic. Second is the identity. So you can say like the object or real world entity. So you are surrounding with the object, like in your room, bed, it's used for sleeping, and fridge, fan for AC for cooling. So everything are object. And what are the class? So collection or group of object is known as a class. If anyone asks you, what are the class? So your room is the class because your room is a collection or group of objects. In your room, you have a fridge, you have a sofa, you have a dining table, you have a TV, and in your bedroom you have a like your bed, you have your mattresses, you have your table lamp, a lot of things. So room is class. So collection or group of objects. So here is the demo is the class, and here in class we can write a lot of things. So class is a collection or group of objects. So from today onwards, if anything comes in the picture in terms of object, no need to worry. Object is nothing. It's real world entity. Object could be anything. But, it's real world entity. Let's talk it here. So here guys, we are going to create one object, and very important thing is that here we are going to open firstly the Chrome browser in Selenium, simply Chrome browser. So we are going to see how to open Chrome browser in Selenium. And guys, only 2 to 3 line of code. I will show you how to open the Chrome browser. So simply what I will do it here, I am going to create one object, wave driver. Yes, this is wave driver. org OpenQA Selenium. Click on this and write it. Driver equal to new Chrome driver, because I am going to open Chrome drivers. You have to write it Chrome driver. This is the line which is exactly used to tell WebDriver like which browser I want to open. Right? Which browser I want to open. But before this line, very important line is that yes, exactly, you can open the Chrome browser, but WebDriver tells you like, can you tell where is the Chrome driver exe? If you want, WebDriver says, if you want to communicate with Chrome browser, you need Chrome driver. So what is the Chrome driver? So let's see one picture that will clear you exactly how communication works. So WebDriver, then Chrome driver, then WebDriver, Chrome driver, then Chrome browser. So how it will work? First, is execution start with the wave driver. Wave driver send request to the Chrome driver, and Chrome driver will send here and response you can see on Chrome browser. But where is the Chrome driver? What is the Chrome driver? So guys, firstly you have to check in your computer like the version of Chrome. Go in three dot icon, click here, go in help, go in about Google Chrome. You can see here the version of Chrome browser is 1.3. So what you need to do, Google, open it, download Chrome driver. You can download it, Chrome driver. This is the official website, chromedriver.chromium.org. Click on that. Yes, you can see if you are using Chrome version 104, please download it from here. But my version is, if you are using 103, so my version is 103. So click on here. It's a one repository open. And you guys see it here, different version. If your machine is Linux, you need to download it here. If your machine is Mac, to this one, Mac 64 M1 for that. And if your machine is Windows, just click on this, download it, this one, save it in somewhere, anywhere you want. I will save in document, save it. Simply go show in folder, show in folder. So here is downloaded, right? So here just you can extract. It's extracted. You can click it here. You can see this is the exe file downloaded. You can copy it here, right? And oh, come here. Click on this restore. You can see your project. This is your project. Right click on your project firstly. Click on new and create one folder here. Click on the folder and give the name drivers. I have given the name drivers. Finish it. So by simply click, right click, new and folder. You can create any folder and you can here give the name driver. Already I have copied. So go over here and paste it. You can check it out. chromedriver.exe is here. So now guys, I am going to establish the connection between WaveDriver to chromedriver.exe. How? Here. System dot system is the class. We have a set property method. This one, which takes two arguments basically. One is this is the static argument. One, like which driver you are going to use it. So wave driver dot room dot driver. This is the static code, guys. You need to memorize it. Nothing is worry. This is the just a code. It's not going to change throughout the life. Wave driver dot room dot driver. And simply if you have to edit the path, where is your driver? Right click on properties. You can see this is the path here. You can copy this full path here. This is the path of your from driver.exe. Copy it and come here and you need to paste it in double quotes. Let's paste it. This is the path I have pasted. This is the line I have written. Just two lines required if you want to open any browser. Just right click. You guys see run as a Java application. You see demo test started. And now you can see in front of you simply a browser open. And you guys see it's not maximized. It's open, but it's not maximized. So what you need to, right now I'm closing it. So you can see the browser open. So only two line of code. Again, I will explain you. It's very simple. Do not worry how we can run our test case in Selenium. Right? Seriously, it's very easy if you will follow the steps. And trust me, I can provide that kind of environment. You can prepare yourself within 2 to 3 months, or you can get a job easily. You can crack an interview easily. So no worry. So let's see, like wavedriver.chrome.driver. So system is class, set property is the method which takes two arguments. Static wavedriver.chrome.driver. This is the basically keyword which is used to communicating with Chrome driver, and you have to tell where is your Chrome driver. So I have tell this is the path where is my Chrome driver. And again, this is the one liner of code. Wave driver equal to new Chrome driver. Driver is the variable. You can put it any name, nothing to worry about. Driver 1, driver 2. No need to worry about that. If I will write it driver 1, it's no need to worry, it will work. So it's like a variable. Just save it. Okay, run it. Demo test is started. You can see it's a browser open. So that's simple. Now point is here. I need to maximize, I need to maximize firstly our browser. So what is the code for that? So you can say this is your key. This is your main key. By using that, you can add one by one whatever you can. On top of that, so I am going to use same variable driver. On top of that, we have a manage interface. We have a window, and then we have a maximize method. Look on that. This is one liner of code. It's never going to change in throughout the life. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Guys, sometimes it's interview question like how can maximize or browser? Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. It's simple. If anybody asks you interview, you can tell him, yeah, this is the way we can maximize our browser. Run as a Java application. Now, well, you can see picture is here. My browser is not max. Now you can see browser in maximize. Now close it. Now right now you can see I'm closing it manually. I'm talking on that point. No need to close it manually. It will close automatically. Again, guys, point is that if you have to open your any URL driver, we have one simple method get. Simple, you can see in get method. What is taking in round bracket is string URL. It's very easy, man. Just click on that, and in double quotes, you can pass any URL which you want to open. HTTPS triple W or google.com. Simple. So get is the method which takes our argument as a URL, and you can pass it. Now save it, run as a Java application. Now guys, you can see, wow, my URL is open. Whatever you want, you can. So now URL is open. Now it's time to close it. So now guys, I'm going to tell you how we can close it rather than closing it manually. So we have what we have learned it so far, how to open the Chrome browser. Then two line of code, system.set property, wave driver equal to new Chrome driver. Two line of code for opening browser. Then one line of code for maximize the browser. Driver.manage.window.maximize is the code for using maximize the code. Driver.get, that is the method which takes the argument as a URL, and it is used for opening any kind of a URL. Now driver.close. So basically close is the method which is used to close current browser. We have a two methods, close and quit. We'll come on later on that. So close is used to close the current browser. So if I will run it, you guys can see it's open automatically, launch the URL, and it will close that. Let's open it, maximize it, launch it, and close it. Now my test case is finished, and it automatically closed that. No need to close it now manually. Guys, point is here. This was very simple. Like simply we have opened. Now point is that if you have to automate any realistic website, let's come, we have some website. Okay. Uh, so here you can see this is the website. Here is simple contact form. If you have to automate this website, I will show you like how we can use this. Right, simple. Like we have to enter first name, last name, email address, and phone number, address, city. We can select it, the code, website or domain if you want. We have a hosting, we have a description, then we can send. You can send. Once I will click on send, it's I have not entered any data, so it's all are red, right? So how we can do? So another things comes in the picture, like if you want to like automate any website, so what we need to do, we need to learn XPath. Very important thing in Selenium. If you are not aware about XPath, you cannot do anything in automation. Because XPath is the thing. By using that, you can, create our scenario. And is that? What is the XPath? XPath is the path by using that you can reach from root to node. Suppose that you have entered in your flat and after that you want to go in kitchen. If you know the path, then exactly you can reach it from. But if you have to tell it someone, go in kitchen and pick it some cookies. But if he and she are not aware where is the cookie, but if you can tell some relative things like, hey man, go in kitchen and you can see some red color of big box. Under this you can find it, some cookie. So red color box is kind of a symbol. That is the relative part. If you have to pick it somewhere, it's around a fridge, you can say go and you can check somewhere around fridge. So fridge is the symbol, and you are taking the relative as a relative part from fridge to that item. So here you have to create XPath for all the things. But point is here, guys, maybe uh, you are not able to understand much about how we can create XPath, but it's not a one day thing. We have to spend a lot of time to learn the XPath. So we'll jump on, later on that. We'll jump later on that. Let's, jump on um, website and see how we can create it. XPath. Simply, what we will do, right click and inspect on website. Okay, yes, and here control plus F you will press, then you will get it here a search bar where you can validate and you can write the XPath. So how I will create the XPath? Just click on this, go over here and inspect it. You can see here, okay, put it here. So inspect it. You can see here the name. What is the name? First name, right? So copy this first name. And how I will write it? Yes, this close, under close you can write. Before that, I think we need to change the URL as well, because I'm going to use it this URL to do that. So here I will paste it URL. Okay, this website we are going to automate it, a realistic website. So how I will pick it again? XPath. Click on that, go over, inspect it. Now I'm little bit expand it. You can see if I will click on here, you can see yellow sorry, blue color is indicating in place of first name text box. If I will hover it, that means this is the exact path of that element. You can pick any attribute here. This is the attribute name equal to first name, placeholder, first name, class. So we have all different attributes. Input, what is this? Input is known as a tag name, and whatever the things are labeled here, attribute and attribute value. So we are going to use that. So here I am copying this attribute name. Copy this, primary clips, and write it here. Driver dot. We have a find element method. By using that, we can find the element from UI. And here by is the class where we have a different type of locator. If you have remember, I have copied in UI here name, right? Name equal to first name. So we can use in here by dot name. You can see a name. You can click on name and in double quotes you can paste it. Name is first name. This is the code. This is the code till finding any wave element. Finding any wave element. Yes, this is the exactly wave element semicolon. And because this is the wave element, so we can store in wave element type. So we can store in wave element. You can see org OpenPS element. So this is a wave element means it's element. Whatever action you need to perform it, you can like you have a number 10. So what is the 10? It's an integer. So you can store integer type. So this is the wave element type. That's why I have stored it. You can give any name like I have given first name text box. This is the variable name I have given. Now, what is the action I want to perform? I want to perform enter some data. So use this variable first name and there is one method in Selenium send key. This is used to enter any data in the UI. Click on the send key and double quote. You can pass any name like Sam and semicolon. That's it. Save it. Let's see how it works. Just right click, run a Java application. So website opens. You can see demo website is too fast. It's too fast. You cannot see. So what you need to do, man? You have to. Here we have a close. So for time being, I'm removing this close code. Later on we can add so that you can see is data entered or not. Because it's too fast in automation. Demo test case is started. You can see. Now you can see Sam is entered here in first name. Sam is entered. So first target is a thing like you have entered first name. So guys, similar way you can because whatever I have done is simple driver same variable I have used find element. Find element is what? Find element is the method by which we can find any element in the UI. Then you have to tell which methodology you are going to use to find the element. So I will tell by dot name. So by using the name, I want to find particular element. And what exactly does it going to return? It's return a kind of a wave element. So I have stored in wave element tag. Maybe this is the new rise for you, but don't worry, we will later on explain in depth there. Sorry. So let's and after that, on top of that variable, we have performed send keys and we have entered SAM. So guys, if you have to enter more data, how it will work? So we have to create more extract. After first name, go over here. You can check it name. A simple last name. I'm going to use it here. Come over here. Uh, just Here write it, base element, last name equals last name text box. And here driver dot find element by dot name, and in double quotes you can paste it last name semicolon, and here again use last name text box dot send keys method, and you can pass this send semicolon is enter last name. So as you can see here, I have entered first name, I have entered last name, and this is the one code, this is the another. So this is the piece of code I have divided. This is for opening the browser, this is maximizing the window, this is for launching URL, and this is for entering first name, entering last name, and again I will check it out some other email ID. So let's copy. Come it here. Input name is email. So copy here. Name email, and come over here. Element email text box driver dot find element by dot text semicolon email text box dot send page abc@gmail.com. That's answer. I have. If I will run it, this code so far, run the application. You have to write such type of code if you will join any company. You can see it's too fast. Sam dot samkaran@gmail.com. It's not. It's simply it's too fast. So in simplest way I have done this. So in similar way you can enter all the data, like whatever the data we have here, one by one you can. Now I'm going to tell you how we can click on that. If I have to click on send key, how we can. So here, over here, down here. And another feature I will tell you, if I have to click on send, just inspect it, send. So see, there's another thing is button. So I'm going to create XPath here. And I'm going to use a class attribute. So copy this. So I will create how XPath, right click that double backslash tag name button class name, etc. So put it single quote here. Or it's gone. Again I have to write single quote and copy this and come over here. I will show you something new. Before that we have used find element. Now I'm going to use like how by XPath. So element send button equal to driver dot find element by dot XPath. Paste it, semicolon, and after that send button dot click. There is a method of click. Just save it. So why I have used here XPath? Because if you will see here, if you are not using the property like name, ID, you are creating by your object by yourself, then it's known as an XPath. Then it's here. I have created object by using customized way. Then here you have to choose XPath. Now run it again. You can see it's clicked, and after that it's click on send button. That's why all icon are red, because you cannot submit it without entering these things. So guys, you have to fill all the stuff one by one here.